Hi guys, and welcome to Rufus and Doofus. Chico here today, Friday, October 23rd, with a quick update. Today we had to bring Rufus to the vet for his normal stuff, shots, heartworm test, and get him on his flea and tick flea and heartworm meds. And we also had him tested for mites to see if that's what was causing his skin problem. And the vet says he has no mites. So whatever's causing this skin infection is not mites. So we also went to a place and checked out some foods, some different food. The vet felt pretty strongly that it's a yeast infection being caused by probably a reaction from an allergy. And that allergy is most likely a food allergy. So I went to this place today called a Trading Post or something. They have a lot of feed for horses and dogs and chickens and pigs and you name it. And I got this stuff that's completely grain-free. So we're going to see if the grain-free helps them a little bit. And I'm very, very hopeful that it does. But we're going to try these different foods and kind of eliminate everything little by little. So that means, by the way, we already did this once and nothing happened. But hey, he had other things going on then. He had the bacterial infection going on and everything. We got rid of all that. So this is going to be narrowed down to figure out what this yeast infection is all about, and maybe an allergy to his food. As I mentioned, it's going to be salmon, no grain. He's eating better than I am, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, $50 a bag, and there ain't much of it in there. So that's for that on the dog, on the little puppy boy. What else is going on? As you guys know, I installed the antenna in the RV, or the radio in the RV, and a little problem going on with the antenna. As near as I can tell, it's the wrong antenna, and that's just from looking at it and trying to match it up with maybe a manufacturer. Everything I've read from an outfit called Fire Stick that makes the antennas has a little site there where they got all these questions and answers on their site. And technically, I guess I'm supposed to have a ground plane antenna, which I had a feeling there was something going on with the ground plane. Seem to remember that from when I was younger. But I always had metal roofs on my cars, so I didn't have to worry about it. So what I need to do is get a Fire Stick ground plane antenna. I picked it out and everything. It's available through Amazon and some other places, but it's like $58. And right now, between me and the dog, we just can't swing it. So we're going to put that off. Don't need it yet, because obviously I'm not going anywhere for a little bit. Which leads me to my next rant. Right now, I'd love to go out and do some camping. The weather down here in Florida is kind of nice now. But actually, I don't even want to do the camping. What I want to do is get on my journey up to Virginia to visit Chad, and then across country to go to the west side of the country out there in Nevada and Arizona. Places to see, things to do, New Mexico, Utah, all those great places. Maybe take a peek at the Grand Canyon, because I never seen the Grand Canyon. Boy, I would love to see that before it's too late. So yeah, holding off on that until we got the clean bill of health from everybody and we get the go ahead. I'm trying to schedule another procedure for my leg, so I'm going to call up Monday and see if we can get that worked on, and that'll take care of the right leg, hopefully. And if that goes well, I'll have a decent ticker, a good leg, and all we got to do is work on the other leg. And if that works out, then I'll have a decent ticker, a good right leg, and a good left leg. And at that point, I might as well get the other leg looked at. You know what I mean? So that's it on that. Right now, the RV is running. It runs well, actually. But I haven't had time to address that problem with the stalling, and also the fact that the vent is screwed up, and I still need to get that other fuel pump, the original Ford one, put in so that we have a check valve in the system and the fuel won't run backwards. Jeff has agreed to do that for me. And by the way, I did speak to Jeff. He's alive and well. And I think I mentioned to you guys that the reason he wasn't responding is his phone does not work on the voice end where he lives, but it does work with texting. And apparently the voice messages get screwed up too. So we've made contact and have been able to stay in contact since I found out that the texting works. As a matter of fact, we're going for pizza on Monday. Yeah, I owe those guys and want to take them out for some pizza, and I'm sure we'll have a good couple of laughs and we'll stuff our faces with pizza. I know I shouldn't do it because my diet isn't, I'm not supposed to, but guess what? Once in a while, with your friends, you gotta break the rules, and I think that I'll be a good boy all weekend, and I'll go have pizza on Monday night until the pepperoni comes out my ears, and then I'll be a good boy from Tuesday on, I hope. At least that's the plan. So that's about it. Nothing else new to report except that it's still warm down here in Florida. It's October 23rd, as I mentioned, and the temperature is in the mid 80s. So partly cloudy, but mostly sunny. I like the way they do that. Partly cloudy, mostly cloudy, partly cloudy, mostly sunny. So today is one of those mostly sunny days. And you really can't complain. I know you guys up north are probably freezing. And if you live in Mexico, or not, Mexico, boy, you better be stocked up on your tequila, limes, and whatever else you eat down there in Mexico, because you guys are going to get hit with the biggest hurricane on record. Wow. Whew. I'm telling you, man. I wouldn't want to be there, you know what I'm saying? There'd be plenty of sombreros floating around. So that's it, folks. Just wanted to say howdy, and I wanted to thank you guys for all your comments. And if you noticed, I am trying to do them. I'm trying to do the comments while I'm trying to do all this other stuff that's got to be done with the dog and me and the doctors and the cleaning and the trying to sell crap, and you know how it goes. So, but I'm trying. And a lot of great comments, guys, really, and a lot of well wishes, a lot of questions. There was one question in particular about someone coming down from up north and wanted to know if there's any storage areas located here in Vero Beach. I don't know of any personally, but I can tell you that they're all over the place. And what I would do if I was looking for a storage facility here for a motorhome or for furniture or whatever, but I think it was for a trailer or a motorhome, so it must be quite large, is to just look on Google it on Vero Beach. There's a number of them. There's specifically one on Route 1. If you can find it on Route 1 in Vero Beach. I know it's a large one. It's gated. I think it's a little expensive, but it's a large facility. And then the other ones aren't as large, but I'm sure they'll suffice if the trailer isn't too big. And again, it depends on how long you want to store it for. So I'll try and PM you or whatever with that info. But I know there's a lot of folks that have mentioned, wanting to come down here and wanted to know about storage areas for some reason. So maybe they're planning on moving down here. And that's about it. The wind's been pretty cooperative here today. I got myself in a spot where I'm having these plants block it, so hopefully you guys can hear me without, driving your subwoofers nuts. Wish I could think of something else to talk about, but I can't at the moment. Oh, I know what I wanted to mention. I did get my Vitamix, guys, something that I've been wanting to get for years and years and years and years, and especially when I owned the restaurant, but I never did because I know what would have happened to it. Employees are terrible when they work with equipment, and it probably would have got damaged. As I said, they can bust a bowling ball, so that wouldn't have been good. But I did get it, and I got to tell you, the jury's still out on this thing. It works, but it's doesn't work as good as I thought it was going to work. I haven't really given it a chance, so I'm still going to play with it for a while. I did make one really nice fruit smoothie with pineapple and berries and banana, and that came out very nice. As far as some of the other things, I could probably live without it. You know what I'm saying? And the juicer does a good job. So maybe it's overkill having the Vitamix, and maybe I could forfeit the pulp or the fiber, because the juicer, when you juice it and the fiber's not there, it's tasty, it's good, and it's not that, you know, that nasty grittiness to it. I thought I was going to get more pureeing of the material, but even if you puree it for a while, almost to the point where it gets warm, it just still has a kind of a gritty flavor to it. Other recipes, I mean, I wasn't going to use this thing to grate cheese. Come on, if you want to grate cheese, get a cheese grater. I wasn't going to use it to make bread dough. If you want to make bread dough, get a bread dough maker, or make it by hand. You don't make it in a blender, you know. But you know how they do it. They plug it and try and make it do things that are crazy that you wouldn't want to do. I mean, come on, bread dough in a freaking blender. I mean, that's pushing it a little bit. Other than that, it's good for pureeing. It's good for things like that. It's very good for blending, there's no doubt. Making peanut butter, yes. Making ice cream, yes. Grating cheese, give me a break. We already went over that. I mean, that's like crazy. And if I was going to chop nuts, you know, just for chopping them, I'd probably use a hammer or something, or a food processor. But, you know, blender, a little harder to do in there than it would be if you just chop them by hand, especially if you don't need that many of them. So jury's out. Got 30 days to make up my mind. After 30 days, I'm stuck with it. But I have 30 days, and I can send it back if I want. So I'm being real careful not to hurt it in any way, shape, or form. Keeping it nice and clean. It's a loud little sucker, man. I'll tell you, it's keeping the neighbors up at night. Yeah, if you want to get one of these things, you want to do stuff in the middle of the night, boy, I'll tell you, you'll be real popular. All right, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I can't wait to see you again next time. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.